Okay, I showed you how to weave the heart in the previous video. Now what we want to do is create this hat, okay, that has the heart shape at the top, and when you wear it, the heart shape pops out. And it actually looks like you have two ears on the front. So it's kind of a fun little hat. And the first things first, we have to get prepped. Okay, so we've E-wrapped all these here. Alright, so because we finished over here, we've E-wrapped, and we really should just go in and toss these loops over. And if you have two loops on there, toss both of them over. Okay, here we are back from the start. We're going to look at this now. What we want to do is we want to go in and you want to E-wrap. Now, normally if you're a flat knitter like me, to keep with that looseness that's up here, you'll definitely want to E-wrap, okay? At this point, put that there, because you have doubles here, and we need to be able to go around and purl, you can just knock those bottom loops over, okay, so that you can go in and purl everything around on those double areas. Okay, so if you got a double loop, go ahead and knock it over to the bottom. And that way you can purl your way around fairly easy. Which is going to get us completely started. Okay, now that we're down to single loops everywhere, what we're going to do is we're going to purl our way around. So you're going to purl all the way around, and then you're going to E-wrap a row, and then we're going to switch up colors, or you don't have to switch up colors at all. You can stick with this color if you want. I usually switch up colors so that the heart really pops. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to purl around, and then you want to do an E-wrap around. Alright, let me show you what that should look like. There's your purl, and there's your E-wrap. Okay, then we're going to change to white. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video, complete a row of purl and a row of E-wrap all the way around, okay, and then we'll come back and we'll change color. Okay, I've purled and then I've E-wrapped a row, alright, and I've just cut a bit of a tail to change color. Okay, I'm going to, on my white here, I'm going to tie it around, I'm going to go to the base, and I'm going to tie this around, and then I'm going to hit it as close to the base as possible. Then I'm going to pull. And what that does is that is called a fisherman's knot or a magic knot, depending on what craft you're using. And the resistance between the two knots keeps it from separating. Once I usually do that because I tighten it so much, I loosen it up, and there you go. Now, what you want to do is E-wrap your way over to in here, okay? And then we're going to even out. Because it dips in, we need to do some short rowing to even it out so that it sits more evenly on the head, all right? And I'll show you how that's done, okay? So first you're going to E-wrap your way over, then you're going to do some short rowing. And what you'll need to keep in mind is if you don't want your E-wrap to look different from the others, I will teach you how to do that, okay? Because it's a flat section, and if you don't want a different looking E-wrap, I will show you how to adjust for that, okay? You don't have to do it, but do know there will be a small section at the top of the hat. If you don't, that will look different. Okay. And once we get past this section, it's really fast and really easy to do the rest of the hat. Okay. Now, you're going to be doing a short rowing between here and here, okay? And I find it easier to work from the middle out, alright? So, and twist that over. Okay. So, then what I'm going to do is wrap and turn, and then what you're going to do is you're going to flip it up and over. Okay, because your idea is to do it the same way, see? Like that. So when you go to do it, you flip it up and over, okay? So take it, flip it, like that, and lay it on there. Flip it, lay it on there, flip it. And then you're going to wrap and turn it, okay? So then we're going to toss those over. Wrap and turn, then you just do a regular E-wrap, okay? Now you're not going to have to do very many of these. I think just like 4, I think is what it is. Just to even it out. Okay. And then you're going to E-wrap and toss both lips over. Wrap and turn. Then again, twist and place. Twist and place. You do not have to do this. You can just E-wrap back. Just know it's going to look different. Alright? Now, do that same thing on the double wrap and turn. Alright? So toss your stitches over. And do that. Okay. I'm going to wrap and turn the next one. I'm going to E-wrap over. And what this will do is it'll wait the hat where it lays more flat. Okay. On the head. Get it back on a more circular basis. Okay, while still keeping that nice heart shape. Knit the two together. Wrap and turn. Okay. And flip your way over. Make sure your yarn doesn't split here. Okay. Toss both lips over. To wrap and turn, and then E-wrap your way over. Toss both lips. Alright, we're going to do one more wrap and turn, and then that should cover us for this section, and then it gets really, really easy from here, okay? I mean really, really easy. So, and don't toss over your wrap and turn back. Okay, so you're going to then, oops, wrap and turn here, then twist, place, twist, and place, twist, and place, twist, and place. Again, you do not have to do this, but you'll find that it's such a small area, why not make sure that it looks uniform? Alright. Toss both lips over. We're not going to come back this direction once we do our wrap and turn. So when we go to do the next row, we just need to make sure that both loops get tossed over. Okay. I'm probably not going to show it, but you need to make sure it does. Okay. Leaving that wrap and turn peg alone. Alright, now I'm going to wrap and turn the next peg, and then at this point, I'm just going to E-wrap your way over. You're going to leave that wrap and turn Okay, so you're going to have 2 stitches there. What that means is when you reach here, and you reach all the way back around, when I say to start E-wrapping for 20 rows, when you come around, you need to make sure that that one gets, both loops get tossed over on that row, that first row. And then you should be back to square one, and then it should be easy, okay? So, and it should be fairly easy from here on out. Alright. And that is your challenging part. Toss both loops over. And continue on. Okay. So, what you're going to do is just E-wrap your way around. Here's your starting point. Then you're going to E-wrap around again, all the way, but when you get to this peg, when you go to E-wrap, toss both loops over, okay? You're going to then E-wrap your way around. Then you're going to E-wrap for 20 rows, okay? Now, let me explain something. I didn't do that special twist. And you see what I got? It looks different than this, okay? So that's what happens when you do that, all right? So, but here's your 20 rows. Just 20 rows of E-wrap, all right? So pause the video, get your 20 rows done. Then we'll start on our brim, where we will be doing a rib stitch. We'll be doing a 2x2, okay? So pause the video and complete your 20 rows of E-wrap, and then when we come back, we'll be ready to start the brim. Okay, as you can see, I have completed 20 rows. Alright, now what we're starting on next is your rib stitching. And this is how it's going to work. I'm going to show you how to start the rib stitching. You're going to have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So you're going to have 6 rows of the white, 2 of the red, 2 of the white, and 5 rows of the red. Okay? So, or you can do 5. So 5, 2, 2, 5. Alright? Remember that. All I'm going to do is show you how to get your rib stitching started. Then I'm going to leave it to you to do 6 in the white, 2 in the red, 2 in the white, and 5 in the red. Okay? Let's get started. This is your first peg of the row. Okay? You're going to E-wrap 2, purl 2. E-wrap 2, purl 2. E-wrap 2, purl 2. Alright, and you just continue this all the way around. So you continue that all the way around, and you're going to do that for 6 to 5 rows. Then you're going to switch back up to your pink. You're going to do 2 rows. You're going to switch back up to your white. You're going to do 2 rows. And then you're going to switch back up to your pink, and you're going to do 5 rows. Okay? So go ahead and pause the video and complete your rib stitching, and then I will show you the best way to bind off a hat that you've done from the crown down to the brow. Okay? Okay, as you can see, I have finished my brow area, and now I am ready to bind off. Okay, and you can't use a regular bind off, or you will have it too tight and you won't be able to get it on the head as easily. All right, and so what I like to do is a modified bind off that Lima Hat does. Okay, but I like to do it with a flat knit rather than an erect. So how this works is you knit, knit, then you take this back, starts to feel like a regular bind off, toss over, and move it over. But instead of knitting this one, you're going to knit this one again, and this one again. And then toss the bottom loop over. So, you knit finger 1 and 2. Then you take that first stitch back, move it back one, toss the bottom loop over, move it over, knit peg 1 and 2. Then you have a nice stretchy bind off that's very clean. Okay, you're going to do that all the way around. Alright, that's how you bind it off. That is how you make the heart hats. So, this is what the stretchy bind off looks like. Okay, it stretches and easily put on. Okay, so, and then when you put the hat on, you'll see what looks like little ears in the front, and then you'll see the heart in the back when you put the hat on. Okay, and that is how you make a heart hat, taking advantage of the shape of the loom to create a cute element to the hat. And it really wasn't that difficult. So there you have it.